Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for another 8.7 battle rating Soviet tank battle. Today I had a 300% research booster turned on, well, yesterday, because this battle was from 21 October 2017, and I'm editing and narrating it on 22 October 2017. So, this is, I had a 300% research booster after having won the Tank Assault Arcade PvE mission the night before, and also finished up some pretty key critical research on my MBT-70 and finishing up that PvE Tank Assault Arcade event, so hint, hint. So I am pressing my research towards the couple of the new Soviet vehicles for 1.71 patch. That's kind of where I'm focusing right now. I'm sort of equally splitting my time between the Germans working on the KPZ-70 and the Soviets working on one of the two new vehicles here. And I'm giving a little bit of time towards the British, but driving the Chieftain Mark V right now is, I don't know, it's just slow, so it's a little difficult. I'm probably waiting for the November anniversary sale to throw a talisman on my Chief Mark V to speed up my Chief Mark X research a little bit. I don't have any talisman vehicles at all in my high-tier British lineup, so it kind of slows my research down a bit. All the rest of my nations, I've got at least something that's got a talisman on it, kind of higher tier, so... Anyway, you can see I'm the only T-55, well, never mind, I'm not the only T-55A. I'm one of two T-55As with an awful lot of T-64 1971s and a few other random vehicles thrown in. So the T-64-71 is quite a bit faster than the T-55A, and unfortunately I thought, well, I'm not going to get up to the C point here, which was disheartening, I guess, with a 300% research booster on. I like to at least get a capture with a 300% booster or bigger, so that it doesn't feel like it was a wasted booster. I usually will try and get to the first cap, and then at least if I get a capture, it feels like the booster it paid out at least a little bit. Anyway, pressing up towards the pointer, you can see quite a few enemies getting marked near the C point, and we've got a MBT-70 in the cap with us. And then a second later, he gets knocked out, and then suddenly I am able to get up and help with the capture point, once I can get myself free of these dumb rocks that my tank got stuck on. Now, if you watch off to the right there, you see an MBT-70 show up, and he must have been down a little bit of crew, but I was able to get a good shot into his side and take out his crew for my first kill. So not too bad, and then we get into the C point, and I'm able to start capping, and a shot comes in from what I thought was down low there. You can actually see the KPZ-70 up there to the left, but I didn't realize he was up there until he fired. Got a pretty good shot into him, took out his engine, unfortunately no fire. Backed off to start my, get my reload done, and put another shot into him. Somehow he didn't hurt me there, even though he hit me. Got another shot, took out his driver, his track, and his horizontal turret drive, so he's stuck in place. Unfortunately, I can't do much to help out the T-64 1971 here, who's continuously taking hits. But I totally blacked out the horizontal turret drive on the KPZ-70, which I should have realized would mean that he would have reloaded his missiles up for the next time, because he could still steer those even without his horizontal turret drive. And unfortunately that would cost both me and the T-64-71 next to me, because now I'm stuck with a broken track and I can't move forward and help him. And he's able to see enough of me to start plinking missiles in on me while he's reloading and repairing. And by the time I can get totally repaired, I'm getting set on fire for the third time. And then he's able to get his engine and everything fixed and get his driver switched out. And I had just enough time to put artillery down below to protect the approach up to the C point when he hits me with AP-FSDS right through the fuel and driver. And that would be that for the T-55A. But I made more than enough points to come back in plenty of whatever vehicle I wanted, essentially, so came back with my Talisman T-10M because 300% research booster. Also, why not? So I did recently respade my T-10M with the engine smoke system, which is pretty hilarious. I end up using it in this battle coming up, and it really makes me laugh. It's amazing the volume of smoke you can create with the engine smoke system, especially when you're moving at full speed and trigger it off. It's pretty funny. spotted a DO-335 coming over, and one of the best anti-aircraft machine gun belts is definitely the oh man, I forgot what it's called. The machine gun on the top of the 14.5 machine gun on the big Soviet heavies. All my brain is thinking is KPZ, which I know isn't right. Anyway, speaking of KPZ, our buddy in the KPZ-70 shows up, dropping down below to head down towards the A point, it looked like. And I got a really good shot into the back of his turret and took him out for a little bit of vengeance. After all the shots I put in him with the T-55A, it was good to get a kill on him. And as I slowly climbed up the hill, you can see an M18 up there. And you can also see in the all chat, Kai's mad there that we were trading kills back and forth. Had the chat bug pop up, I believe, as he was probably reporting my position and what I was doing to their team, and then probably typed T120 or, you know, I typoed it and then corrected it to T10, so I knew he was telling them where I was. And as you can see, I activated the engine smoke system here, which you can't see while you're driving, but if you turn around and look behind you, boy, you can sure see all the amazing volume of smoke that it creates, and it is pretty hilarious. I also elected to drop the smoke canisters both down here to cover myself at the B point, rather, because I knew my position had been reported by the KPZ-70 I'd killed. So, dropped a couple of smoke canisters along with the engine smoke system to kind of really make them have to guess at where I was. And I can hear somebody driving in close to me, and I look and there's a friendly near me on the mini-map, but he's not where I'm looking, and the engine sounds I'm hearing are the direction that I'm looking, so it's kind of funny, and actually ended up being a good thing I dropped all the smoke, because once the smoke finally clears away... Hello! So I'm waiting to reload my smoke canisters here and then push off towards the A point while watching for the heavy that's just been marked back towards our spawn, just to the southeast of B, and then I get counter-revenge killed by the Leopard A1A1. This is one of those battles, again, where we traded kills back and forth a few times. It was actually sort of funny. We ended up each killing each other twice. So there's a mouse being reported at the B point, which is the heavy that was marked on the mini-map. Now, I didn't know exactly where he was. I can see him killing a bunch of people. And so I was like, okay, where is this mouse? Because I certainly have the capability to deal with a mouse in the T-62. So he gets marked, I know roughly where he is, and I'm headed back towards the B point again. Also because there's a Leopard up there that I would sort of like to get another counter fire in on. So as I make my way back up towards the B point in the T-62, I spot our friend the mouse. I took just a little bit too long to get lined up on his soft cheek armor there, but luckily he didn't get a good hit on me, and I did get a good hit on him. Now, he obviously had lost some crew members from the previous engagement, because when I get a shot on here, which I was expecting to disable him, it ended up killing his crew out, and I only took out one crew member, so he must have been down crew members a lot from the other guys talking about hitting him, so they must have surgically sliced him apart and just left him down to about 2 crew members. Anyway, as I'm trying to check the score right after that, Rocket Panzer Hot comes down the little draw here. I get a good shot into him. He gets a pretty damaging hit into me, which caused a pretty long repair and also took out 2 of my crew members, which was the worst part. And now we're at the point where we need the 2 guys up on the hill over there in D8 to adjust their playstyle and move off the hills and come and help us recapture. We could still pull this victory off if we capture the B point and the C point and then hold them. And if you look, I've got a teammate coming up behind me, we've got 2 more guys over there, and then we've got a 5th guy off near C. We could realistically recapture the C point and recapture the B point here. It's not a guaranteed deal. It's a little bit of a battle surely is going to happen, but we certainly can do it. Now we're down to 2 and 2 at each point, but still that's enough to take the capture points back if those guys over by the C point adjust their tactics and stop camping and move down and start fighting. Now, I just heard somebody fire a missile or something off over here to the left, so I'm going to go investigate what I just heard, because there are no friendlies over there on the mini-map. So I'm derailing myself off of the capture at B, hoping that the ZSU will go in for B, and I'm going to go see if I can figure out what the heck was over here that just shot and cover our guys at B. The ZSU teammate there that's near it. So I'm expecting a KPZ-70 over here. Come down, I'm looking, I don't see anything. I'm looking for that Leopard that I had spotted earlier. And if you look up to the upper left there, there's actually a Rocket Hot or a Rocket Panzer sitting up there that I didn't actually see as I'm trying to get myself lined back up to drive up the hill. And there's the Leopard I was actually hunting. So what I heard launch the missile was the Rocket Hot up there on that hill. I never actually saw him in the battle. I didn't see him until the replay here. When I pre-watched this to get ready to narrate it just now, I noticed him up there. I don't know, he obviously must not have seen me either. But I came back in my Object 906 to go back and get after the... Go back up to the B point and help the capture at B with my ZSU-23 up there, and also hopefully help him take out the Leopard that I now know where his position is. And I'm trying to talk our guy over at C into moving down off that hill and go capture the C point, or we're definitely not going to pull this off. This is about do or die time right now. We need him to get up into the capture, or we're not going to have enough time to do anything. I take a hit from the Leopard that somehow didn't do a lot of damage to me. I'm not exactly sure how that's possible. Almost couldn't see him, and then just as he gets a second shot on me, I get a good shot into him and take out his crew, just barely. So I guess he killed me 3 times and I got him twice. I was thinking it was 2 and 2, but I guess he got me thrice and I got him twice. And right as I'm about to crest the hill here, I get hit by 2 guys up on a hill. So they're all over the tops of the hills defending the points, and it's a done deal now. There's 3 guys shooting at me from various hill points, and our team just didn't get after the capture points early enough. We let them have them too early, and then let them get set up in defensive positions over the top, overwatching them, and that's it. It's over. So, renamed 43665, and his ZSU-23 did everything he could to try and help me recapture the points, but it really didn't matter at this point. So I'm coming back in my TU-2 S-44 to get after the 2 to 3 guys that I saw up on the hilltops shooting at me, and hoping I can just get some revenge kills and a little bit of extra research with the 300% booster right now. Because right now the battle is at the point where it's a done deal. We don't have enough time to take both B and C back and swing the ticket bleed around. And just as I locate somebody off to the lower right to drop bombs on, I get killed in almost the first burst by a Flak 1 Gepard, and that'll be that. The rest of the battle was just a couple seconds of our T-64 sitting on top of a hill and getting his 1 kill for the battle, and that was it. However, as you'll notice my vehicle research with the 300% booster, it definitely wasn't a wasted booster. But as I put in the title, oh, if only we had one. Just imagine how much research I would have had with the 120% victory boost. Very likely could have broken my 20,000 research record that I got with the M60A2 unlock video. But anyway, it wasn't a total waste of a booster. It just it would have been so great to win this one. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll look forward to bringing you guys some more War Thunder battles very soon. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by and checking this one out. And have a great day as always.